Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We are looking at a really fascinating mystery today. Exactly why time seems to speed up as we get older. And, especially in our modern world, what we can actually do to slow it down. We've all felt it, right? That creeping sensation that the days, the months, and especially the years are just slipping through our fingers at this accelerating rate.
To figure this out, we really have to ask ourselves a fundamental question. Is time literally moving faster, or is your brain just pulling off some elaborate, invisible illusion? I mean, obviously the laws of physics haven't changed. A day is still 24 hours. But human perception is this deeply psychological and neurological phenomenon. As we'll see, your brain doesn't actually possess a single ticking internal clock like a wristwatch. Instead, it measures time in a much more fascinating and honestly sometimes deceptive way.
Think back to when you were, say, 10 years old. A single summer vacation felt utterly endless, didn't it? Every single day seemed packed with adventure, discovery, and highly novel experiences. Now contrast that with an adult year. It basically vanishes in a blink, completely blurred by repetitive routine. Doing the exact same thing every single day makes February feel like it literally lasted 4 days. You look back in December and wonder where on earth the whole year went.
Chapter 1. How our brains actually record time.
You see, because our minds don't just count seconds or minutes, they have to rely on the memories we encode. And it turns out there's a brilliant mathematical explanation for this, called the proportional theory of time. It suggests that we judge the length of any given period of time against the total amount of time we've already been alive.
To put that into perspective, think about a 10-year-old. For them, a single year feels incredibly long. Why? Well, mathematically, that 1 year represents a massive 10% of their entire existence. It's a huge, significant chunk of everything they have ever known or experienced. When you've only been around for a decade, a 365-day rotation around the sun is quite literally a massive portion of your reality.
But fast forward to a 50-year-old. That exact same 365-day period, it's now compressed into a mere 2% of their total life experience. Mathematically speaking, the year feels smaller because, relative to what the brain has already processed over half a century, it really is smaller. But, this proportional math is only the first piece of the puzzle. The real culprit lies in how we create memories.
Which brings us to Chapter 2, the psychology of the time warp.
Here is where it gets super interesting. Our brains actually track time not by minutes, but by the density of the new memories we form. If your brain is processing brand new information, time feels drawn out. If it's processing the exact same thing as yesterday, it simply skips the recording process altogether. This is exactly why our youth feels so long. Those early years are absolutely packed with novel firsts. Your first day of school, your first love, or even your first terrible summer job. What's happening in your brain here is crucial. These novel experiences trigger huge releases of dopamine. This forces the brain to encode rich, highly detailed memories. And when you look back, all those rich details literally stretch out your perception of time.
This perfectly explains a fascinating concept known as the holiday paradox. Have you ever gone on an amazing trip and while you're there, the days just fly by? But then, when you get home and look back, it feels like you were gone for a month? That is the holiday paradox in action. Stepping outside your daily routine dramatically alters your brain's memory journal. Because you're in a new place with new sights and sounds, your brain is recording everything in high definition, making the time feel significantly longer in retrospect.
Closely related to this is the oddball effect. This is a proven psychological phenomenon where, when we focus our attention on highly unusual or unexpected stimuli, the oddballs, it literally stretches our perception of passing moments. When your brain is surprised, it goes on high alert. It devotes way more attentional resources to that specific moment, capturing more data per second, which basically creates the illusion that the moment lasted much longer than it actually did.
But on the flip side, what happens when we grow up and fall into highly predictable, repetitive routines? Well, to save energy, our brain uses a process called memory chunking. It starts grouping identical days together. If you drive the exact same route to work, do the same tasks, and watch the same shows every single night, your brain just deletes those mundane details. It doesn't need to record them again. And the result? Entire months seamlessly disappear from your memory, compressing your feeling of time.
And that leads us to Chapter 3, the modern distraction trap.
Because there's a reason time feels like it's slipping away even faster today. Look at our modern suspects here. Smartphones and social media constantly fragment our attention, completely starving us of the real-world novelty we need to form memories.
When endless notifications constantly disrupt our focus, our brains just stop hitting the record button. And chronic stress, combined with multitasking, it just blurs our daily details into forgettable, compressed routines. By constantly being distracted, we are actively preventing our brains from recording the rich memories required to slow time down. When we look back, there's nothing there, so life feels shorter. We are essentially fast-forwarding our own lives.
So, how do we fix it? Chapter 4, the antidote. The good news is you can absolutely hack your brain, disrupt these automatic processes, and reclaim your vanishing time. And the solutions are highly practical. First, actively break your strict daily routines. Take a totally different route to work or try a new cuisine. Second, learn complex new skills. This literally forces your brain to build new neural pathways. Third, travel to unfamiliar environments, even if it's just exploring a new neighborhood in your own city. And fourth, practice daily mindfulness. By doing these things, you force your brain out of its energy-saving autopilot and trigger the exact novelty required to stretch your temporal perception. Beyond that, prioritizing real-world engagement is your ultimate defense against the time warp. Go out and meet new people who challenge your perspectives. Spend deeply focused, meaningful time with family and friends. And actually, put the phone away so your brain encodes the moment. The main goal here is to consciously create unique, memorable experiences rather than just blindly repeating the exact same habits every single day.
Ultimately, this whole mystery starts to make sense when we shift our perspective. Maybe time isn't actively stealing your life away. Maybe your brain has simply stopped noticing the time because you aren't truly present in it. One day, you might look back on this very year and wonder where it went. But knowing what we know now about attention, novelty, and memory, the real question we need to ask ourselves is, are we truly living each moment?
We'll leave you with this final, provocative thought for our explainer today. In the end, we don't remember every passing day. Our brains just aren't wired for it. We only remember the moments that changed us, the moments that really stood out. The secret to making life feel longer isn't just about adding more years to your life. It's entirely about creating more unforgettable, high-definition moments. So, get out there, break a routine today, and give your brain something incredible to remember.